Hey folks, so I just want to go through these challenges with you again. So we're on ability enhancements. Now this one's really important because you get all the abilities and they're not cheap, are they? So here we go. We're stuck on number 12 more than anything. Number 13 is probably a little bit beyond me at the moment, so we're going to leave that for the moment and we're going to focus on number 12. And for number 12, what you need is level 75, gear tier 14 and 4 red stars. But we're going to get through it, hopefully without that, if we get through it at all. But as I've said, there's a reason why this one's difficult. They don't like to give their ability mats out. You've seen what the orbs give, and the best way for you to actually get abilities is for you to go through and complete your raids. But you can get through these because you've got a much more of a varied amount of characters you can choose from, because you've got protector characters and you've got controller characters. So all the way down to roster, depending on who you have built up. There is no right answer. Whoever is built up the most, I would use those. But as you can see, there is absolutely a huge amount to choose from, and I wouldn't worry so much about those because they're not great. But if you have any of these players, any of these characters built, you can probably get through because the entire thing would be protector and controller characters. So I'm going to use my heavyweights at the moment, and simply because they're the strongest characters I have, and synergy doesn't really come into play because I don't really have. I mean, I could use Phoenix, but Phoenix, she's not quite strong enough, and I think she'll do a lot of damage at the start, but she'll probably get killed off initially. I could use Red Skull. I think Red Skull would actually be a good addition. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to see how far we get. This is a decent team, and I think the highest power level character on there is something like Hela, who's at 93, and Taskmaster is at 73, something like that. So they're all built up to gear tier 13. Not all of them. Invisible Woman's still at gear tier 12, and Zemo's at 13. So what should we do first? And I think an obvious one might be to ability block Captain Marvel. And we want to get rid of as many of the characters as quickly as possible. You know, see how much she healed there. That was astonishingly good healing from her. I don't know whether to commend her or shout at her. So we've got 2 Captain Marvels now, which is a real treat because we do love Captain Marvel. She's such an amazing character. She's actually really, really good in this game, but is she my favourite character? She's alright. I like her in the films. I wouldn't say that she's the best in the the comics, sorry. But in this game, she's really good. She's good in the movies so far. Depends on what they do with her. If they take the character out where she actually turns into a bit of an egomaniac. I think they might actually. Because the stories are fantastic. I don't know if any of you guys actually follow the comic books, but the comic book stories are so much better than any of the films or any of the TV shows that come out. And the reason is because they don't have to cater to an audience like the comic books do. The comic books actually cater to the fans rather than having to worry about the judgment of the entire nation. And it's unfortunate really, because we don't get those great stories and the great kind of so we've got Ghost Rider here, which is troublesome, and we have Falcon here, who is troublesome, and we have Doctor Strange, who is troublesome. They call him Brother Troublesome. So as you can see, that's why Falcon is so troublesome. But there's 7 characters left. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 characters are left on the field. We're not going to make it through this, unfortunately. And I could try this again. I could probably get a little bit further. I could probably use different characters and probably get a little bit further. But this is more to show you that which characters you're going to be up against and how strong they are. And it's also to show you which characters, the power levels and how they actually perform. As in, to only have 6 characters left to get through, that's not too bad. So it's obviously with a little bit more strength or a little bit more synergy, they could easily get through that. But that's that for the moment, and I'm going to just go through, just to give you a brief glimpse of tier 11, and that's pretty much the same kind of thing. So Emma Frost is at 90,000, so she was the toughest member of my team. No, I beg your pardon, Hela was. Still quite strong, but when you're talking about levels of above 60 or 80,000, they should be good, and they get taken down quite easily. So this one is far easier. The level of difficulty that it actually increases with each node is surprising. You do make progress as you get through as you increase the strength of your roster, but it's just sometimes you do wonder when you would actually ever get to that stage. I mean, if you're just doing the first few nodes right now and you're wondering what these nodes are like and how long it's going to take you to actually, it doesn't take you as long as you might think. Thinking about it is probably what makes it feel like a lot longer than it is. So that's node 11 anyway. It's not I don't think that's the most challenging, and it depends on the power, but you get some good rewards with that, so it's well worth doing. Right, that's it for now. Thank you very much for your time. I wish you all a good day. Thank you. See you next time. God bless. Goodbye.